the Eglise San Trophime, the Church of San Trophime. Next to it has a fantastic Byzantine series of sculptures on the facade. And you see this high relief carving of the saints and sinners. On one side, the devils are taking the sinners down to hell, and on the other, the saints are getting their heavenly reward. This is one of the most spectacular church facades in all of Europe. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a Byzantine interior, older than the Gothic. The church is actually a mix of Byzantine and then later Gothic and touches of the Renaissance. The inside is quite airy. There's a lot of space in here, a high ceiling, and they've got some reliquaries and a few statues, but the interior is relatively plain. You want to be sure to go outside and around the corner into the cloister. Be sure to find it. It's a little bit tucked away, but beautiful. It's like an open-air museum with architecture and sculpture that spans a 300-year period. We're in the cloister in Arles, and it's really quite a lovely cloister. There's an interesting mix of architectural styles. We have the Gothic on this side. You can see the pointed arches, and the other half of the cloister is actually earlier with the Romanesque barrel vaulting. So it took about 300 years to construct this one cloister. It's a very calm and peaceful place. Beautiful columns with different capitals to the columns, a lot of detail, and there are some lovely statues on the corner columns in the cloister. Cloisters are always rewarding and peaceful places to visit. There's a meditative and prayerful atmosphere in a cloister like this. Anytime you see a cloister with the columns and the arcades surrounding an open square, you know that this had been at one time a residence of the clergy, perhaps a residence of nuns or priests, somebody associated with the church. Generally would be living upstairs, but it's rare to find a cloister such as this one that is so intricately decorated. The top of each column is carved, and some of the columns are really impressive works of art in themselves. Midway along, there's a major column, and then each of the smaller columns have elaborate capitals. Some of the arches are rounded, as you see here, and others are pointed, reflecting the different time periods. And in fact, this cloister is generally considered to be the most important cloister in all of Provence. And it's so easy to overlook it because it has an unmarked doorway. You'd never even know it's here unless you've studied up a little bit in your guidebooks or watching this video or heard about it somehow. It's the corner columns that are really the most spectacular of all in the Cloister of San Trophime. There's a statue of St. Paul. That's one of the really important art masterpieces in here. Here's some of the detailed corner statues with relief scenes. And there are some other scenes of daily life as well carved into the galleries of the cloisters. Upstairs is a space that's used occasionally for exhibits, art exhibits of various kinds.